Every trader enters the market with the same goal: to make money. They study charts, learn indicators, and search for the perfect strategy. Yet despite having access to the same tools, most traders fail while a small percentage consistently win. So what's the difference? It's not the charts. It's not even the strategy. The real difference is the mental edge. Profitable traders think, act, and respond to markets differently than losing traders. Where losers panic, winners stay calm. Where losers chase trades out of fear or greed, winners wait patiently for their setups. Where losers see losses as proof they can't succeed, winners treat losses as tuition, valuable lessons on the path to mastery. This psychological edge is what separates long-term success from short-term failure. The mental edge is not about being smarter or faster. It's about mastering emotions, building confidence, and applying discipline when others can't. In fact, many losing traders know exactly what they should do. They have strategies, they have rules, but they don't follow them. Their emotions override their logic. Profitable traders, on the other hand, execute their plan regardless of how they feel in the moment. Consider this. Two traders use the exact same breakout strategy. One takes impulsive entries, exits too early when fear sets in, and moves stop losses when greed tempts him. The other follows the plan with discipline, accepts small losses, and patiently lets winners run. After 6 months, the results are completely different. Not because of the strategy, but because of the mindset. Psychology research supports this. The human brain is wired to avoid pain and seek immediate reward. In trading, that wiring works against you. It makes you cut winners too early to lock in gains and hold losers too long to avoid the pain of admitting you were wrong. Profitable traders train themselves to rewire these instincts. They delay gratification, accept discomfort, and trust their process. That's their mental edge. So what exactly is this edge? It's a combination of confidence, patience, discipline, and resilience. It's the ability to stay consistent when the market tempts you to break rules. It's the strength to take the same setups again and again, even after a string of losses. It's the calmness to treat trading as a probability game rather than an emotional roller coaster. The truth is, anyone can learn strategies, but only those who develop this mental edge survive long enough to become consistently profitable. The question is, are you building the mental edge that makes winners, or are you letting emotions keep you stuck with the majority who lose? If there's one lesson trading teaches again and again, it's this. Motivation may spark the journey, but discipline sustains it. Traders who want to survive long-term must shift their focus from hype to habits, from short bursts of energy to consistent routines. Subscribe to the trader's mindset and start building the discipline every successful trader depends on. Why most traders fail. Without a mental edge, every year, thousands of new traders enter the markets. They buy courses, learn strategies, and spend countless hours watching charts. Yet statistics show that nearly 80–90% of them eventually fail. It's not because they didn't have access to good strategies. Many did. The real reason is that they never developed the mental edge to execute those strategies consistently. The first reason traders fail without a mental edge is emotional decision-making. The market is a battlefield of fear and greed. Without mental control, traders let emotions override logic. They cut winners too early out of fear of losing profits, and they hold losers too long out of greed, hoping for a reversal. This emotional cycle destroys accounts faster than any bad strategy ever could. Second, many traders suffer from impatience. They expect quick profits and instant results. When the market doesn't deliver immediately, they abandon their plan and chase random trades. Profitable traders understand that success is a marathon, not a sprint. Losers, lacking patience, burn themselves out by overtrading. Another reason is lack of resilience. Every trader faces losses. It's part of the game. But without mental toughness, losing traders treat each setback as a personal failure. Instead of learning, they get discouraged, quit too soon, or jump to a new strategy. Winners, by contrast, stay committed and use losses as feedback to refine their edge. A big factor is overconfidence after wins and self-doubt after losses. Without mental balance, traders swing between extremes. One good trade makes them reckless, one bad trade makes them fearful. This inconsistency prevents long-term progress. The mental edge keeps professionals steady. They don't get too high after wins or too low after losses. Consider Jake, a retail trader who started with strong technical knowledge. On paper, his strategy worked. But every time he saw a trade go slightly against him, he panicked and closed early. When he lost, he doubled his size to win it back. His account slowly drained. Jake didn't fail because his system was weak. He failed because he didn't have the mental edge to follow it with discipline. Compare this with Emma, who used a similar system but had built her psychology through journaling, routines, and practicing patience. She trusted her process, even during drawdowns. Her confidence allowed her to execute consistently. Over time, her account grew, not because her strategy was magic, but because her mental edge allowed her to stick with it. The reality is simple. Strategies fail without the trader's mindset to back them. The mental edge is what turns knowledge into consistent action. Without it, traders sabotage themselves. So ask yourself, are you losing because your strategy doesn't work, or because you don't yet have the mental edge to make it work? How the mental edge creates profitable traders. The difference between traders who quit and those who succeed long-term is not luck or even the strategy they use. It's the mental edge that allows them to execute consistently when others crack under pressure. This edge is what transforms ordinary traders into professionals. 1. The mental edge builds discipline. Discipline is the foundation of profitability. Traders with a mental edge don't trade on emotions. They trade on rules. They stick to their stop losses, respect position sizing, and avoid impulsive entries. While others get caught up in market noise, disciplined traders stay grounded in their process. Over time, this discipline compounds into consistent gains. 2. The mental edge strengthens confidence. Confidence doesn't mean being sure every trade will win. It means trusting the plan even when trades lose. Profitable traders know losses are part of the game. Instead of panicking, they stay calm and execute their next setup. This quiet confidence allows them to trade without hesitation, giving them cleaner entries and better exits than those paralyzed by doubt. 3. The mental edge creates patience. Most losing traders can't wait. They jump into trades out of boredom or fear of missing out. Profitable traders, however, understand that waiting is also a position. They know success comes from high-quality setups, not endless trades. Their patience keeps them out of bad opportunities and focused on the ones that matter. 4. The mental edge fuels resilience. Markets are unpredictable. Losing streaks happen to everyone. What separates profitable traders is their resilience. Instead of quitting after setbacks, they learn, adapt, and return stronger. This resilience doesn't come from motivation. It comes from a mental edge built through experience, reflection, and self-control. Example: Chris's transformation. Take Chris, a US-based swing trader. Early in his career, he had a strong technical system, but no mental edge. Fear made him exit winners too early, and frustration made him hold losers too long. After several painful months, he realized strategy wasn't his problem. Psychology was. Chris committed to building his mental edge. He began journaling, practiced mindfulness before trading, and set strict risk rules. Slowly, his discipline improved, his confidence grew, and his patience developed. Within a year, Chris turned from inconsistent to consistently profitable. Not because his strategy changed, but because his mindset did. The truth is, every trader has access to strategies, but few have the mental edge to execute them. That's why profitable traders look ordinary on the surface, but their psychology sets them apart. They win not because they know something others don't, but because they can do what others can't. Stay calm, stay consistent, and stay disciplined. The question is, are you building the mental edge that will make you profitable? Or are you letting emotions keep you stuck with the majority who lose? Practical steps to build a mental edge. The mental edge isn't something you're born with, it's something you build. Just like muscles grow stronger through training, your trading psychology sharpens through daily practice and intentional habits. Here are practical steps to develop and strengthen your mental edge so you can trade with the confidence and discipline of a professional. 1. Build a structured routine. Profitable traders treat trading like a business, not a hobby. Start each day with a routine. Review your plan, check market conditions, and prepare mentally before placing trades. Consistency in your pre-market routine builds discipline, which becomes the foundation of your mental edge. 2. Journal both trades and emotions. A trading journal isn't just about numbers, it's about psychology. Record every trade, along with how you felt when entering, holding, and exiting. Over time, you'll spot patterns. Maybe fear makes you exit early, or greed makes you break rules. Journaling gives you clarity and accountability, helping you strengthen mental discipline. 3. Practice patience deliberately. Patience is a skill, and like any skill, it can be trained. Commit to only taking trades that meet your plan. If a setup doesn't fit, don't act. Sitting on your hands is often harder than pressing the buy button, but it's also one of the most powerful ways to build a strong mental edge. 4. Focus on process, not profits. Most traders obsess over daily P&L, but professionals focus on process. Set process-based goals. I will respect my stop loss every trade, or I will only take A+ setups this week. By measuring success through execution instead of money, you build trust in yourself. This shift rewires your brain to value consistency over quick wins. 5. Train emotional control. Emotions are inevitable, but control is possible. Simple practices like meditation, breathing exercises, or taking short breaks after losses can reset your mental state. The more you learn to respond calmly instead of reacting impulsively, the sharper your mental edge becomes. 6. Backtest and build. Evidence confidence grows from evidence. Backtest your strategy over hundreds of trades. When you see the numbers work, it's easier to trust the system in live markets. Evidence reduces fear and helps you stay committed during drawdowns, strengthening your belief in your plan. Example: Alex's shift. Alex, a day trader, used to blow up accounts because he lacked control. He chased trades out of FOMO and doubled down after losses. Once he committed to journaling, practicing patience, and focusing on process-based goals, his mindset shifted. He stopped fearing losses and started trusting his plan. His results didn't improve overnight, but over months his mental edge grew, and so did his account. The mental edge is built through habits, not hype. Every day you follow your rules, respect your limits, and reflect on your progress, you strengthen the mindset that separates winners from losers. The question is, are you building habits that create a strong mental edge, or are you letting emotions control your trades? Real-life stories of traders with a strong mental edge. The mental edge isn't just theory. It's something we see in the lives of the most successful. She has seen bull markets, bear markets, crashes, and bubbles. What kept her profitable across decades wasn't luck. It was her consistency and resilience. Rashka kept detailed journals, reviewed her trades religiously, and never abandoned her setups just because of a losing streak. She trusted her preparation more than her emotions. This mental edge, calm consistency, allowed her to thrive when emotional traders around her quit. The lesson. These stories prove one simple truth. Profitable traders are not the smartest or the luckiest. They are the ones who developed the mental edge to trust their plan, respect risk, and stay consistent. Paul Tudor Jones mastered defense. Mark Minervini mastered confidence. Linda Rashka mastered consistency. Their success wasn't built on secrets, it was built on psychology. So the question is, when the market tests you, will you break under pressure like most traders? Or will you build the mental edge that keeps professionals in the game? Conclusion. In the end, trading isn't about who has the fanciest chart setups, the newest indicators, or the latest trading system. The real difference between profitable traders and those who lose comes down to one thing: the mental edge. We've seen that without a mental edge, traders sabotage themselves. They panic when fear takes over, they chase trades when greed tempts them, and they abandon their plans the moment losses appear. This lack of psychological control turns even good strategies into losing ones. That's why so many quit the game. Not because they lacked knowledge, but because they lacked the mindset to apply it consistently. On the other hand, traders with a strong mental edge transform the same markets into opportunities. They stay disciplined when others lose control. They trust their process when others doubt themselves. They treat losses not as proof of failure, but as feedback for growth. This psychological strength, built from discipline, patience, and confidence, is the true separator between professionals and amateurs. Think about the stories we explored. Paul Tudor Jones trusted his defense and never let a single trade destroy him. Mark Minervini trusted his process and turned small accounts into millions. Linda Raschke trusted her consistency and thrived for decades across every kind of market. Their strategies were different, but their mental edge was the same. And here's the truth. You don't have to be a billionaire hedge fund manager or a trading champion to build this edge. You just have to commit to it daily. Every time you journal your trades, every time you respect your stop loss, every time you wait patiently for your setup, you're sharpening your mental edge. Like compounding profits, the compounding of disciplined habits builds the psychology of a professional trader. Trading success doesn't come from guessing the next candle. It comes from controlling your own behavior. If you master yourself, you can master the market. If you're serious about building the mental edge that separates winners from losers, then take the next step. Subscribe to The Trader's Mindset for daily videos on trading psychology, discipline, and confidence. Like this video if you believe the mental edge is the real secret to trading success. Comment below. I choose the mental edge. To declare your commitment. Share this video with a fellow trader who keeps struggling with emotions. They may need this reminder more than you think. Because in the end, systems can change, charts can change, markets can change. But the traders with a mental edge always adapt, always survive, and always win. So here's the final question. Are you going to keep trading with the crowd that loses, or will you build the mental edge that puts you among the few who win?